All right, we are on transparency and merit, inflammatory talk, and the X channels of transparency and merit, Mr. Midnight Movie, and Walk Against the Woke. This is a song I wrote with the inspiration of the movie First Blood and the book First Blood, which has more of Sheriff Teasel in it. He was a Korean War vet in the book, and they both die in the end. So let's get this one rocking. All right.
Drifter, lost and torn, a soldier back from battles won. Shadows that move along, but the silence felt so wrong. Rambo's eyes filled with grit. War is hard, won't quit. Don't push me, don't stop the fight. I'm not looking for your light. First blood ain't what I want, but don't you dare haunt. From different wars, fought for freedom and the cause. One Korea's bit cold, one in the forest bold. Teasel driving his command, rebel with no place to land. They clash in this quiet town, walls are falling down. Don't push me, don't start the fight. I'm not looking for it. First blood, I want, but don't you dare haunt. Don't push me, don't start the fight. I'm not looking for your light. First blood ain't what I want, but don't you dare haunt.
All right. So this is transparency and merit, and this is the strong conservative versus the collective left.
Yes.
And you already have a fan here, Joey. JP, behave yourself.
Oh, behave. You know, somebody got very mad at me the other day because of inviting this polarizing woman. Someone got mad at me on Skype.
Oh, so what? I mean, you know what? I believe in freedom of speech, Joey. And
go eat meatballs, buddy.
Meatballs, but meatballs. Here's the thing, Joey. The show is called The Strong Conservative versus the Collective Left.
Yeah.
What I've learned about ass kicking and winning the war, many conservatives have a lone wolf mindset. And I don't think you can win a war with the lone wolf mindset, Joey. You gotta gather your troops, because a lot of times the same bullies that bully you bully everybody else and act the fool. And there are a lot of these nonprofits and these groups that bully everyone. JFK is now supporting Trump because he sees the Democratic Party and the left is a bunch of collective bullies. And to a degree, there are people joining forces against this leftist mindset, believing in freedom of speech, freedom, to decipher the information that you can do for yourself, to treat us all as an adult, Joey. What do you say about the bloviation that I just did.
That's it. It's a little messy, and if you're gathering troops to fight, then all you're doing is engaging in their war, and that's the problem. Is that people enter the war without even knowing what they're doing to enter it, and waging battle within a system is only feeding the system. It's like a fishbowl effect. So that's my comment. And for this, and for Angela in the chat room's asking, what does it mean? It is, I was talking about Beppe Grillo does not like Angela for some reason. I don't know why.
Really?
Manja, who cares? Okay, eat more meatballs.
Well, again, man, I mean, yeah, I mean, who cares? Like I said, I don't care.
No. So what do you think? What do you think about what I said about the war, though? That's what I'm talking about.
Well,
Here.
I think you should wage economic war.
Well, there are tools you can use. I think it's more. I think spending your money wisely is just a tool. Like, it's not even your money. Those dollar bills don't even technically belong to you.
You know what? I'm writing a song right now, Joey. Just as we talk.
Okay.
Hopefully,
I hope it's a good one, because your songs typically stink.
Yeah.
But I would like to hear a good one for once. And if anybody's out there listening, you could probably join up with us at some point.
Yeah.
Can I post the link in here? I'm just
You
going
can
to post the
if
link.
you want to post the link in there. You know what?
I'll post it. There you go. There's a link for you. Anybody out there, you could call in. You don't need to, or you could just go in that link and join us if you want. But we still need to expand the conversation at very least. I think we need to engage more people in thinking outside of outside of the box.
Yeah. Well, that's what we need. We need to have people who think outside of the box. And the problem is, Joey, that there are a lot of people that don't think outside of the box. They don't. A lot of people, whether they're conservative or liberal or leftist, they think, they think they have a narrow thought, and if you are in a conflict and you strive to resist and to successfully resist, I think that you have to sometimes think in a collective way, and you have to say, hey, man, this person is hurting all of us, not just some of us, but all of us.
Brian?
Yes.
Have you been following what, and do you understand the implications of what happened in the market yesterday? Were you following along with the narrative?
Joey.
Did you see why it happened?
Did they pump money into it?
Yeah. Of course, they're pumping money. Right. So you see, you get that point. That is just it's like there's a little tube, and that tube is plugged into a bear, and there's a little man in the corner, and he's pushing on the pump, and the little bear is growing, and that's the market. It's growing, and it's growing as inflation goes high or is up really high. And so they tried to put a little plunger on the problem by lowering the rates, and they did. And the minute they did that, I mean, you just like somebody pulled a lever in Vegas, and the gummy bears just started pouring out of the machine. It's wild.
I mean, things are, my crypto things are dipping, bipping, and hipping.
buy dips, buy every dip. That's good opportunity. These are only going to go. These are strong bets against the failing dollar. I mean, it's a hedge against the dollar, and so it's an important hedge. It's not an all or nothing thing, but like I think it's important to have a piece of that, a little bit of that, and when it dips like this, just buy more. It's just an opportunity to buy it. It's just going to go up. But not what sucks is that not everybody is. The problem is not every Joe is out there being able to buy things like that. They're not. That's the last thing on their mind.
Yeah,
So,
that's true. I mean, right now, dude, people are struggling, and I mean, there are people with means and there are people without means, Joey, and there are people out there who are, a lot of people, they don't like to admit that, hey man, I'm paycheck to paycheck, or I'm living in my mom's basement. Don't be ashamed. You know what, Joey and I accept you, even if you're living in your mom's basement, or you're still living in your room, like Dennis did. And you know what, man? Dennis got all up. I didn't want to hang out with him because he had some kind of flu at that time. But me and Joe would have hung out with. We would have gone up, probably up to Canada, and saw a few things. I mean, we got no problem with that. We don't, we don't have any judgments about, like, we've all had hard times, and I think there has to be. I think that there has to be. I think people have to show love for our men out there to a degree. Catfish Slayer.
That's a great comment.
Yes.
Can you read that? Can you read that one?
Harris had 3.5 years to make it better. Fuck that bitch.
Yes.
And I mean, again, Michael Savage kind of said it best. He said, "This is the people who are supporting Harris. It's really a high school. It's like they have the mentality of a high school election, and
it does.
Yeah. Well, the truth is, no matter who's elected, things have like inflation, like buying a home. Inflation has still gone so bad, and like for homes and stuff. I mean, particularly where we live in our neck of the woods. And Woodstock does say such bitterness, cat baby.
What would be funny is if you did a Trump. I think you'd be able to do such a good Trump. You just lay it out there, I just think you would do it. You're gonna work. You got to work on that one, and because it would be so. It would be so funny.
Her parents were communists.
There we go.
Her mother was an Indian from India.
Maybe a hair lip.
Father was Jamaican. He was a Marxist. They called him the professor Marxist. You know what? And that's another thing, by the way, that Michael Savage said. Kamala Harris's father was not present at the election, like during at the convention. Why is that? Why, is she ashamed of her daddy?
It's probably in some kind of midwit bunker.
Well, he's been disappointed with her, and I'm curious to why her father was not at the convention. Is she ashamed of her father's Marxist leanings? She says a lot of the, from my understanding, she says a lot of things that are like rooted in Marxism. And so that's, I guess, I mean, I didn't want to much talk about the election. I kind of wanted to talk about the collective, or I wanted to kind of talk about the conservatives, the lone conservatives, the tough guy conservatives versus the collective left. And what I see is the left doesn't have any honor or nobility. They'll be a bitch. And to defeat a bitch, you got to be a bitch. I mean, these people will basically pretend to shake your hand and punch you in the face. They'll kick you when you're down. And they'll be as low level as they can. Don't think that these people have any good nature. They don't come in good faith. They want power and control. They don't want any good things to happen for you. Love your own kind, I say. Oh, okay.
What does she define as her kind? I don't get that. What is that? Can we define that word? Can we look up the word kind at some point? Her kind. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this.
She said he walked out on the family. And I don't know if that's necessarily true if he walked out on the family. That is an interesting thing. I'm going to Joey, can you blow? You know what? I'm going to play a song real quick because I'm going to ask that question. Unless you want to bloviate.
No, I think it's fine. But let's play a good song for once. Stop playing the same old shit.
Joey, I know you're going to love this song, The Seppuku. This song is called Economic War.
Brian, I got to show you something when you get a chance.
All right, was this song not good for you, Joey?
That's so. There's someone running for president of the United States called Kaka Kamala. That song was as disturbing as Kaka Kamala.
All right, so I'm by Kamala Harris's account, because I never knew. I don't know enough about her family dynamics, but Kamala Harris's account in her memoir and public speeches, Kamala Harris has spoken about her parents' separation when she was very young, around the age of 5. She mentioned that her parents' separation, her mother, and Shamala. Oh, I don't want to butcher her last name. So, primarily raised her and her sister. That explains a lot. Maya, although Donald Harris remained involved in their lives, seeing them on the weekends and during summers. That's a lot of divorced parents, Joey. Donald Harris's perspective. Donald Harris has publicly expressed his views on his relationship with his daughters post-separation. He mentions a custody battle in 1972, which resulted in a court-ordered settlement that limited his interaction with Kamala and Maya. He criticized the legal outcome for being based on the assumption that fathers cannot handle parenting, suggesting that his reduced role in his daughters' lives was legally imposed rather than a personal choice to walk out.
They're telling you that is the war right there. That they're explaining it all right, and it's kind of an interesting thing. Did you happen? Yeah, well, actually, we talked about that. You didn't see the video I sent you yesterday. There's a great little scene in there where he exposes that, and I'll have to post that link. I thought it was really good. It's a good one.
Was that the Fridays, or is that something to do with Donald Harris?
No, the Fridays thing. Okay. I liked it because if you listen to it, it's so expertly done. It's such a great sketch, but it covers some interesting ground, and it specifically covers that one very briefly, but it does. If you're watching or listening to us for the first time, this Transparency Merit, I'm JP, and that's Brian, and you need to twerk the like button just one time.
Yeah. Public statements and absences. There have been notable absences of Donald Harris from significant events in Kamala Harris's political career, like not appearing at the Democratic National Convention when she accepted the presidential nomination. However, these absences alone do not conclusively prove he walked out, but might reflect a strained relationship or a distant relationship. The direct walkout. There's no direct evidence from Kamala Harris or Donald Harris himself stating that Donald walked out in the sense of abandoning his family without cause or legal intervention. Separation in custody. The narrative leads towards separation, followed by custody arrangements, where and I can't. Shamala, I can't pronounce, had primary custody with Donald Harris, viewed as restrictive due to legal decisions. Okay, yeah, I've heard all that. Again, I think even though Donald is a Marxist, I think he still kind of views Kamala as a fake, as kind of a person, like when she talked about smoking weed and that she's Jamaican, and he basically, I think he sees Kamala as someone who is disingenuous. I could be wrong on that, Joey, but that's what I see. And the thing is, there are a lot of people in power that I see as disingenuous and not, honest actors. And that's who have power right now. The biggest fakes and phonies, people who exhibit, I don't know what the right word, I'm searching for a word, Joey. I'm searching for a word. Searching for a word. Good heavens. I'm just going out, looking at.
I have no idea what word you're looking for. It's probably retard.
Empathetic narcissism. It probably is. Why do they have verified here? What are they doing with it? I think it's God, I don't know what the term is, and I'm just thinking, Joey, and my mind is kind of.
It sounds like it's becoming a rotten corpse.
It might be, Joey. It might be.
Not. Your brain is good. You work a lot though, and I think I think you need to start pressing the flesh a little more. You need to talk to people and share more of your knowledge. I think in the streets rather than wasting all your spare minutes you know, doing it for the man. Especially the man who forced you to put masks on skateboarders.
Oh.
I'll tell you where McHugs is probably on a couch somewhere playing PS3.
Yes. Good for McHuggy. I think it's called. I think the term is either grandiose narcissist, and then it turns into I don't know,
Vagabond.
vagabond, empathetic, or I'm looking for a word here, Joey, and I can't find it.
Diseased.
Boo-hoo. Ugh. You know what? My
Look at
ex.
this other schmuckstein that showed up.
Oh, here we go. High Ridge Estates. How are you? Is he still working the desk at
He's still on the bar,
haunted
but
hotel?
at the
Halloween's going to be here pretty soon. That's probably High Ridge Estates' favorite holiday. That's where the best ecstasy comes in with this guy. He's been asked plenty of times to come on, and I don't. You know what? We've been going on for about 25 minutes, and I want to get to Betty Boo.
Yeah, it seems like a Saturday night's the night you want to just call it in early and
Yeah, well, I got to get up at 6 a.m, so, or actually 5:30. So,
I'm definitely joking about that. Go and end this miserable festival of lights. I'm glad that some people are listening though, so continue to do that. Make sure you like and subscribe, and you might learn something.
you know, guys, I'm sorry I got flustered, but I think again, our establishment is under the control of.
Scott, go eat poo.
Listen, listen to me, Joey. All right, you're stirring the nest here. You're stirring the hornet's nest. I think that our society is being controlled by toxic egocentric midwits. What say you, Joey? Joey.
Yeah, no, I'm here. I'm here. Go ahead. I'm listening. Go.
I made a statement. Now, what is your answer to my statement, sir?
I didn't listen to it because it was full of shit. Let's do this. Let's go. Like it. Subscribe it.
All right, this one's called Blind to the World. Let me just one more. Wait. Oh, no, you know what? I'm going to do this song. What advice would you have for this person? I'm going to do this song real quick, Joey.
Okay. Go ahead. I'll listen.
Here's another song, and then we're going to go take it to Betty Boo.
Living in a van, no luck in my hand. The road is my land. One day I'll stand. Advice I can share, no coin to spare, but smiles everywhere show you that I care. Down on luck today, but joy's on the way. In this bed I'll stay till things start to sway. Mountains and skies, no need for light. Hope in my eyes, dreams on the rise. Laughter and cheer.
All right, Joey. You didn't like that song? Joey?
Yeah, I thought it was terrible.
Oh, awesome. All right, this one. All right, listen to this one, Joey. This is called the Seppuku Hour. Willie committed. Here's another one. You son, you son of a bitch! You didn't even give it a chance. Are you trying to declare war?
They've just been awful. They've just sounded awful.
All right. Wait, let me do another song, Joey. Give it at least.
I'm sorry. Oh my God! It's a little sound. Let's
Joey,
go.
you Schmuckstein. Here's another song, you Schmuckelstein. Here we go. Give it a chance.
Okay.
The doggy goes meow meow, the kitty goes moo moo. You are just too corny, chilling with the cold crew. Grab a drink and take it slow, watch the animal show. Dogs are barking, kitty cries, twisting up the city skies. Sit back, have a cold one. Some cold meat, it's all fun. Swap the sounds and let's run underneath the big sun. The cow says meow meow, the bird says moo moo. Flip the script and let's go, laughing like we all knew. Breaking all the rules now with the crazy fun vow. Mismatch just so wild, cheer. Sit back, have a cool one. Some cold meat, it's all fun. Swap the sounds and.
All right, here's one more song.
Yes. Okay. Let's hear it. Let's play another one. And before anybody takes their own life.
Wait, here. No, you know what? Here's one. Here we go. It's a rock.
Walking down the street, craving something spicy. I need my fix, it tastes so nicey. Heading to the stand, my favorite place to be. Actually, my man, that's the key to me. I am the burrito king. I need that extra fling. A salad packed tight every single night. Sauce dripping down, she's so melty in a flower crown, feeling so lovely. They know my name when
I can't even hear it.
Well, you can't even hear it? Could you not hear it, Joey?
I couldn't.
You heard the other ones, though, right?
It was garbage. Can you stop it? God. It was terrible.
the triple cheeseburger should be famous for my name. Folks don't know my story, but that's okay, ain't no shame. Put another patty on the bun, stack them high one by one.
Yes. This one. Yes.
Have some greasy fun. Triple
Yeah. Perfect.
So you like this one?
This song is good. Finally, God, I thought it was impossible to actually write that many shitty songs in a row. This one's great.
Don't need fame, just don't waste. Ketchup dripping cheese so melty. Triple cheeseburger, I'll be wealthy. Bun so soft, patty so sweet. Everybody juicy treat. In my heart, I'm feeling great. With a triple cheeseburger in hand. Triple cheeseburger blues. Stack them high and let them loose. Triple cheeseburger feast. It's
All right. I got one more, and this is called Bagel Fairness.
I can't wait.
You always make me stop. Biting into my breakfast dreams. Now we're tearing at the seams. Bagel lover, don't you see? You're taking all the joy from me. Hot and fresh from oven warm. Fairness tastes like gold. Fairness gotta share. Don't you know it's only fair? Line up straight, let's take a turn for that bagel we both yearn. You skipped ahead without a word. Now my breakfast plans are blurred. Every morning, same old fight. Let's make it right by love's first light. Cream cheese spreading love around in this little bagel town. Share the warmth.
I'll play the other song that was invented. Here we go.
In line at Bagel Shop, why you always make me stop.
Joey, is there anything to add before I call this puppy a day? Joey?
I have a bad case of diarrhea.
No, I mean, I think so far this has been a perfect show.
I have a bad case of diarrhea. I have クロスして a bad case お腹をさすって of diarrhea.
All right, I'm going to end this song with the Midnight Rib Ride.
Yes. This show has been brought to you by Gold Bond.
Yes.
Stick it in your feet and stick it in your arms.
Hold on a second here.
Maybe even put it on your balls. Okay, I think you're struggling with it. I can't.
Dude, here we go. It's called Van Ribs. Here we go, Joey.
I can't tell if you're playing a song or putting on some sort of dolphin underwear.
He drives around in a beaten up ride. Back up his van with flavors inside. Ribs he's cooking, tasty delight. But watch out, they might bite. Barbecue walking through the air. Street lights flicker, neon glare. He's got a secret recipe prayer. But eat away if you dare. Van ribs, taste it if you can. Van ribs, straight from the man. Looking in the shadows glow, ribs cooking slow and low. Take a chance if you're bold, but beware it might be old. Sauce dripping from your hand. He's the master, he's the man. Late night cravings call your name, but gamble with that thing. He's the legend on the streets, fan full of mystery meets. Step right up, take a seat. Feel the rhythm, feel the heat.
All right, guys, like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Come on, do a like. Be a nice person.
Yeah, don't be angry like Stabby McHugs.